Okay, checking our top stories now at 5:30. Jurors in the Delphi murders trial have seen video taken from Libby German's cell phone.
The prosecution claims this video links Richard Allen to the deaths of Abby and Libby. CBS 4's Russ McQuaid and Max Lewis join us outside the Carroll County Courthouse. Max, in fact, you just got out of the courtroom just a few moments ago.
Max just left the courtroom. I was in there for most of the day. Max, I think probably one of the most significant events we've seen in just the opening days of this trial, which was certainly emotional today, is when a state police audiovisual technician was on the witness stand and the prosecution played that famous piece of video that we've all seen of Bridge Guy, shot from Libby's phone on February 13th, 2017. We've only seen a snippet of it before, but this afternoon, Max, jurors saw 43 seconds of that video.
Yeah, that's right, and that video was taken from the time that Abby Williams finishes crossing the bridge, and then it's sort of a fumbled video a little bit, but at some points you do, I was able to look at some of the still shots afterwards, you do see Bridge Guy, as they call him, in the background. The more, I think, almost one of the more important things was what we actually heard on that video, and I'm going to read you from what we could hear as they played it out in the courtroom. You hear one of the girls, we believe it's Libby, say, "There's no path going there, so we have to go down here." And then, after that, we hear a little bit of audio that appears to sound like the audio that has been released by state police that says, "Guys down the hill." However, when I listen to it with my, with just my ears and everybody in the courtroom, you can't clearly hear "guys down the hill," and that was part of the testimony of one of those, one of the forensic workers for Indiana State Police, that they did enhance that audio. So they did make changes to that audio in order to hear it better.
And of course, what was so chilling about that is it sounded like Libby is responding to some sort of a directive, and so she's saying to Abby or to the abductor, "There's no path here, we've got to go down here." Of course, it was down that hill to a wooded area on the south side of Deer Creek where they were first abducted to, and then their bodies show up the next day on the other side, on the north side. And I think what's most chilling about that is we actually hear for the first time the voices of the girls in the moments they are being abducted.
Yeah, and I mean the moments that, according to the prosecution's timeline, the moments before they were taken down and murdered at the bottom of the bridge.
Now, Max, you couldn't see it from where you were sitting, but Kathy Allen, Richard Allen's wife, was sitting in front of me, and I could see him turn around with a very plaintive look on his face at that exact moment when that was being played. Now, admittedly, I saw him do that several times on Saturday, so it is something he does when he looks back into the gallery, but it was at that specific moment that he chose to look back at his wife when we heard that in the courtroom. And then later, Max, as I made my way out here, you were still in the courtroom, and it sounded to me like some of the prosecution's key eyewitnesses on the bridge that day, their stories started falling apart.
Yeah, so I believe you have reported on the fact that we had one of the witnesses come up before you had to leave court, a woman who was a teenager then, a woman now, who was on the bridge that day. She had went out with 3 of her friends to take photos. So we heard from 2 of those friends this afternoon in court. And you did see during cross-examination especially, many of these people have been interviewed multiple times over the years, and the defense attorney pointed out quite a few differences in their statement. A lot of them describe the Bridge Guy, as we know him, as a youngish person. They describe him wearing all black clothing, black pants, black jacket, everything like that. Obviously, from the picture that we have, that is not really the correct description. The other big person that we heard from was Betsy Blair this afternoon, who is one of the people who was interviewed and is the basis for one of those sketches that we have from Indiana State Police. And she testified about what she saw. Her recollections slightly differ. Obviously, we know those 2 sketches look completely different. I want to say the most head-turning thing that I think is going to come up for the next few days is that Mr. Baldwin, once the jury had left, defense attorney Andrew Baldwin said, "Judge, we need to discuss what this means," that they believe that Betsy Blair opened the door for the sketches to come back in, which were originally left out.
Well, last week, yes, it would have been last week, just before the first day of the trial, the judge said, no, those sketches can't come in because the prosecution said, oh, that was never meant to represent Richard Allen. That was only meant to represent a working investigative tool. And the defense said, we want those sketches in because they don't look anything at all like our guy. The judge agreed with the prosecution. They weren't supposed to come up. But if the prosecution's witness happens to bring them up, the defense has a window to go, okay, now they're fair game, Your Honor, so somebody's going to have to make a decision. Not the greatest day for the prosecution today in this case. We will be back at it tomorrow morning, first thing, and Max will be up at 6 o'clock with the very latest we've learned from the courtroom. For Max Lewis, I'm Russ McQuaid, CBS 4 News.
All right, CBS 4's Russ McQuaid and Max Lewis live in Delphi for us tonight. Thank you both for your coverage. We're certainly going to be hearing a lot more from them over the next several days. Also in the Delphi murders trial today, we're getting a look at documents and interviews that have been used in the Delphi murders investigations. These exhibits were shown to media in Fort Wayne in the courtroom there today, and that includes Richard Allen's signed confession. We do expect to hear his confessions at some point this trial. The defense continuing to argue Allen is innocent and he was put under undue stress during his stays behind bars, contributing to that confession.
Many developments today in the courtroom. CBS 4 will bring you updates on the Delphi murders trial, both on air and online. You can just head to cbs4indy.com/Delphi. You can also click on the Delphi murders trial tab at the top of our homepage.